Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy and we are in Kent and have 2 allotment plots. Today we are going to be doing some potato planting. So we have 3 different types of potatoes that have all been chitting lovely on the windowsill. We've got Premier, Caledonian Rose and Charlottes. They're all going in today. Some are going to go in pots and some are going to go straight in the ground. I think we've decided that we're going to put the Charlottes in the pots because they're smaller potatoes, so we can fit a few more in a pot, if that makes sense. The Caledonian Rose are going to go in the ground because they're bigger potatoes, and then the Premier are we're going to split some in the ground, some in pots. The Charlottes will be ready in about 10 to 12 weeks ish, 12 weeks, about, where are we now? April, May, June, July, yeah, so about July-ish. And the Caledonian Rose take a little bit longer, so they'll be about 20 weeks. They'll be ready sort of end of the summer really, beginning of autumn. And then we will put in some other potatoes for Christmas. I've also got some chilies to pot on as well, so we're going to be doing that. I'm going to go and start digging some trenches, so we just make trenches for our potatoes in the ground, and then we're going to put in some manure, some well-rotted manure, and some potato fertiliser? Yeah, potato fertiliser in. We've got to remember, oh yeah, that's it. We've got to remember to leave a big enough gap in between our rows so that we can earth them up, because we didn't really leave, we thought we left enough, but once you're actually digging stuff out, it wasn't enough. So I'm going to go and help Mum start preparing it all for the potatoes.
Hey, won't you come along with me? I hear your neighbours, dogs is barking. Soon the country all around me come to look the same. There's a place from where they came. Bring out your goods and your chattels and all the treasures that can travel. I'll fix the wheel and all the axles, see another day. We're leaving come what may. Any more for any more. Hear the angels cry.
So these are we've got 2 rows of Caledonian Rose with just a couple of Premier on the end because we had some space, and then another row of Premier here, and then we're not going to put another row in. What we're going to do is just put some courgettes down here, and now what we're going to do is plant into these sort of grow bags, and also these black pots here, which we've used before, and they work really well for growing potatoes in, and they're so much easier because you literally just tip that out when it's ready into the wheelbarrow and you find all your potatoes, whereas when we've dug them up before we end up missing some. So that's the rest of the Premier, and the Charlottes are now going to go in there. So in these bags we've got a little bit of the compost that was already in there before, and then we're just adding in some of this rotted down manure, and then I'm going to add in some fertiliser as well, and then the potatoes will go on there, and then we'll top it with new compost. Just thought I'd show you the potato fertiliser that we use. We used this last year and it worked really well, so we've got some again for this year. So these are my chilies that have been on my windowsill at home. These are cayenne chilies. So I'm going to pop them on, and these are my razzmatazz chili peppers as well. So these are a little bit smaller, but I'm going to pop them on as well. I'm going to take them back home again because we're still at risk of frost, even though it is beautiful out here at the moment. But I want to take them home for a little bit longer, possibly until May, and then I'll bring them back down here and put them into even bigger pots. So these are all my cayenne peppers, all potted on, and one little razzmatazz. I've decided not to do them because they're still a little bit small, and there's even like this one here that's still just germinating. So I'm going to leave them in there to get a bit bigger before I put them on. So that's the end of our video for today. All the potatoes are in, either in the ground or in the pots. So hopefully we'll get lots of nice potatoes. Let me know if you're growing potatoes in the ground, or if you prefer them in, you know, big containers, and which ones you've had better results with. We did, I forgot to say at the beginning, we did order is it called the Red Duke of York? But they were out of stock, so that's why we ended up with the Caledonian Rose ones instead, but they should still have a nice red potato. So that's the end of the video, as I say, and I will see you all in the next one.